Greetings and salutations, folks. My name is Nick, and welcome back to Resident Evil 1 for the PlayStation 1, where we begin again a new game of Resident Evil. Well, thank you, announcer, for telling me what I'm playing. We're going to be playing as Chris this time instead of Jill. There's going to be some differences. There's going to be Rebecca Chambers. This Chris's game I don't quite remember as well as Jill's game. Jill's game is a lot easier. Chris's has a few specific details that make his trip through the mansion a little bit harder. Though the intro cinematic is largely the same. With the exception of one thing, towards the end of the cinematic, that is changed. But it is still July 1998. We are still in the Raccoon Forest. Bravo Team is lost. And it is up to Alpha Team.
Alpha Team is flying around the forest zone situated in northwest Raccoon City, where we're searching for the helicopter of our compatriots Bravo Team, who disappeared during the middle of our mission. Found it? No, I haven't found it yet.
Now,
bizarre murder cases have recently occurred in Raccoon City. There are outlandish reports of
I forget who that's a photograph of, which developer that's specifically a photograph of.
Were apparently eaten. Bravo Team went to the hideout of the group and disappeared.
But, like, the main question I have, and I feel like this is the kind of question that gets raised from, like, too many plots interweaving with each other, and then you have characters in places just all over the map, and you're like, how do they... Like, Rebecca Chambers, as seen in Resident Evil 1, is kind of like this fresh-faced young medic.
Equipment was still there.
Then she becomes a playable character in Resident Evil 0, taking place before the events of Resident Evil 1, in which she potentially goes about shooting a whole bunch of zombies. I suppose it all really depends on how much you play as Rebecca Chambers versus playing as Billy. Because Billy is the tougher of the two characters. He has more hit points or health or whatever. Whereas Rebecca dies a little bit more easy. But the fact remains that she does experience quite an adventure of larger-than-life animals and leeches prior to the... I love that line delivery. Prior to the events of Resident Evil 1. Which makes me wonder whether I'm going to be spending a little bit more time paying attention to her dialogue with Chris. Like, does she still kind of appear to be the fresh-faced character who has retconned a zombie veteran? Will we ever see Rebecca Chambers in a future Resident Evil game? Barry has returned. It was a long time for Barry. Barry disappeared from the Resident Evil canon for many games before he made his return.
There are only 3 STARS members left now. Captain Wesker, Jill, and myself. We don't know where Barry is.
That's the main difference.
Chris Redfield.
In Jill's campaign, it just kind of like slowly zooms in on the door opening. But everybody's in the entrance hall. As opposed to this version, where it specifies that Barry is missing, and that it's just Wesker, Chris, and Jill.
Rebecca Chambers.
She's 18 and already a member of Bravo Team?
Resident Evil.
They have escaped into the mansion, where they thought it was safe. Yet.
I don't know what happened.
Barry! Where's Barry?
Well, I'm sorry, but he's probably...
No. is that?
I'll go and check.
Okay, Jill and I will stay in the hall in case of an emergency.
Definitely nothing will go
Chris?
wrong.
Take care.
Yeah, I'll do my best. Although all I brought with me was a knife. Though, in the live-action cutscene, he is shown shooting a gun. He's never actually shown dropping the gun. He's only shown shooting the gun. And now he has nothing but a knife and some first aid spray. But let's go drop in on the old zombie chomping on... This is now the second time I'm experiencing this during recording because of the corrupted file as stated last time. So I should know this character's name by now. It should be Kenneth? Not Keith. I thought it was Keith, but I think it's actually Kenneth getting his neck torn open and, like, just popped. Just like, such a crunchy neck. But we are not going to worry about that. We are going to run. Because all we have is a knife. And I am not very good at using the knife.
Wesker? Jill? What happened to Jill and Wesker?
Now, it kind of shows how oblivious these characters are because Chris finds Jill's gun. It's Jill's gun. But he sees no sign of a struggle. And Wesker is missing. Like, I would imagine something's up. Either way, now that we're playing as Chris, we don't have the lockpick, so we cannot... I spoke too soon. We can't open this door. We cannot open this door over here. It's locked. A carving of a sword. We can still push over the staircase and get the map. It's a map of first floor. Will you take it? Yes, you got the map of first floor. And then we can still push this over. And then just carefully sneak by. Just slightly nudge him. Just nudge the zombie over. He doesn't mind. He's passed out, eating brains. You know how it is. You don't really feel like getting up from the floor. So we'll leave him be. He's all right back there. But because Chris doesn't have the lockpick, he gets a more... He gets an alternate trip through the mansion. Whereas, like, Jill started from the first floor and went up, Chris gets to start from the second floor and work his way down. Oh, hold on. I'm skipping an important part. I probably should get those 2 clips on Kenneth's body. Because having 30 extra bullets is going to be very useful, especially considering the fact that Chris actually has to work to get his shotgun. Chris isn't going to be able to rely on Barry to save his life. I actually have to find the fake shotgun and mount it in place of the real shotgun. He's Kenneth from Star's Bravo team. Now he's become a mere shadow of his former self. If I can grab both clips without having to shoot this zombie, that would be perfect. Excellent. I love it. Because that's more bullets I can shoot at other zombies. And that zombie, he's just kind of rotating around that specific spot in the hallway. He's not harming anybody, except for Kenneth. But Kenneth might have already been dead by that point, too. So, he's not harming anybody. And the mansion's gonna blow up anyway, so... It's a problem that can just fix itself. And I believe this door is locked. No, it is not. Can I actually go out? Oh, hold on. What are you? Will you take the small key? Yes, I will. And damn it, I have no more room for anything. Because Chris, for some reason, has an inventory that only holds 6 items. That I don't know about. Like, did Jill just happen to bring one more backpack along with her? Chris is like, I only need 6 items. And then Jill shows up in the same vest that, I don't actually know the character's name. I don't think I've, Natasha's sister in Black Widow. She just shows up in that vest because it's got so many pockets. Alright. Are you faking it? Now, it's very important when doing something like that, is realizing you can't attack in between animations. Are you dead? Yes, you are. Excellent. Oh my gosh. Where does that key go to? I'm sure I'll find out eventually. How many bullets do you take, sir? Ah, and you're still alive. And still going. He's been shot, stabbed, shot again, stabbed again. Still going. Look at this guy. Does the game know that I have extra bullets? Is that what it's doing to me? Or maybe the small key is for, like, the drawers that, Jill can just pick with a lockpick. Yeah, we're gonna just leave the book about how to use herbs. All right. Nope. Let's back away. Did I? Yes, I did. Okay. Ah, damn it. Wasted a shot. That's okay. It won't feel such a waste once I actually get a gun, ammo. Alright. They are both dead. Let us proceed downstairs to the safe room. A second time. And then this is about where I stopped in my... Oh, hello. You know, I forgot about him again. This is about where I stopped in regards to the previous recording, so everything after that, after this point, is going to be relatively fresh. I say relatively fresh because I did play this game like 20, 30 years ago. Do we really need a second camera angle just for that? Can I pick it up? Do I have space? I do not have space. We're gonna need to put away the ink ribbon, the key, the maybe the first aid for now, because Chris does not have spaces in his inventory. Ah, there's a clip. I'm still gonna keep the knife on me for some reason. Alright, so now we have chemical for the plant. Still in the same location. Like, a lot of these items are still in the same location that they were before. Alright, let's head over to the second floor balcony and see if we can grab the bazooka early. I don't know if I would actually want to use the bazooka so soon, but it would be nice to at least have it in my storage box. So if I do find myself running out of ammo to the point that I have no bullets, I can still consider it an option to use against the zombies. You know, one of the things that I was thinking of doing with this playthrough is talk about Resident Evil movie adaptations and TV adaptations because of the recent TV series. I still haven't actually watched the recent movie adaptation of it that I hear is actually a lot closer to the source material. It's still bad, but closer. And I still find myself wondering, like, what would be the best way to adapt the series and still actually functionally be a Resident Evil? Oh no, he only has clips on him. He does not have a bazooka yet. It's Forrest. He's been pecked to death by crows. Do you have anything else? No, you do not. Alright, so all he had was a clip of ammo. The bazooka is going to have to wait for us elsewhere. And I was thinking about, like, the show, like, the show that was produced. Like, whether or not you can argue it's a bad Resident Evil adaptation, I would just say it's not necessarily true to the source material at all. They didn't really need... Like, it's interesting reading reviews, interviews of the show creator. Because it seems... like there was an intent to make it closer to the source material. But what is the result does not showcase that intent. Oh my gosh, this is useless camera for fighting these zombies. Are you dead? I can't... Oh, nope, you're not. Wow. Alright, at least come over here with me. Are you dead now? Yes. I can tell because I can walk right through you. And now let's leave the room and then come back. Like, I'm less, I'm not necessarily upset that they made a Resident Evil game that doesn't really have, a Resident Evil show that doesn't really have anything to do with Resident Evil. I just feel like they should have just called it something else, because it is just so different from the source material that the source material is largely unrecognizable. Now, I stopped after 2 episodes? So maybe there's more of the game's storyline in there. But at the same time, it doesn't necessarily compel me to watch. And I don't put any blame on like the actors or even the production design, because I do enjoy both. I think it's well produced, it's well acted, arguably well directed. But it's like for me, I tend to be a stickler on story and narrative, and it's like the writing is not that interesting. Not to mention, there's the shadow of the Resident Evil that could have been. And I feel like they could have had something that was truer to the source materials while still being a TV show. And explore the politics of Raccoon City. Because there's a lot going on in Raccoon City that's not necessarily explored before the disaster. Like the ties between the police chief and Umbrella, for instance. Like there's a lot of plot that can be developed just from that. The series of murders, the arrival of the STARS team, the Spencer Mansion prior to the disaster. And then have that all lead up to the STARS' arrival at the mansion. And the final revelation that it was Umbrella behind it all. But, c'est la vie. I am not in charge of these decisions. The only thing I'm in charge of right now is, where do I direct Chris Redfield? And for what items do I put in or take out of the stash box? What did I pick up? I picked up the blue jewel, but that goes on the west side of the mansion, which I do not have access to at this moment. So let us put that over here. And the green herb over there. Let's reload our gun, actually. Oh my gosh. And actually, let's save our game. We've done a whole bunch of stuff. I don't know how much I will be able to do on this side of the mansion now that I've crossed over, but I can take a look around, see what pops up. I won't be able to get the shotgun for that matter, but that's okay. We'll erase our previous save file as Chris, as we will not need that anymore. We can at least go through the room filled with crows and do that puzzle again. From youngest to oldest, or has the painting puzzle changed? Let's go upstairs for a second, see which doors we can access. I don't think we can really do anything upstairs at the moment, because we don't have a lighter. For some reason, I was convinced that Chris starts with a lighter. Oh, hello. How are you? Were you waiting for me? Alright. Narrowly avoid taking a hit. Their right arm is extremely detachable. Like, they made one effect. Oh my gosh. And they're like, every zombie must have this effect going on. Yeah, that seemed like the final hit. Alright, and, ooh, I was going to say there was nothing here, but there is something here. Now there is nothing for me to do. But yeah, I'd assumed he did, but that's what I get for making assumptions. Wood is put in the stove, a paper is on the wall. I also don't remember whether Chris gets an extra backpack piece so that he can expand his inventory, or whether he is restricted to 6 spaces for the whole game. I suppose we will find out. For now, though, let us throw this green herb into the stash box so we can free up our inventory just a little bit. And then start exploring the downstairs east side of the mansion. Make our way back to the hallway of dogs. Collect some ammo, if we can. It's locked from inside. Never mind. Well then. So, let's go back to the west side of the mansion, 2nd floor, because I believe we should then be able to go across and down to the other safe room that's on the other side, and then use the blue crystal to activate the tiger. Maybe. And then there's still one zombie in here, but we don't have to worry about that guy at all. He will eventually be taken out by the hunters. Actually, that zombie downstairs that's just rotating in place, he'll be taken out by the hunters as well. So, you know, it's one of those, I forget how the quote goes, the Simpsons quote with the town overtaken by like too many bees. All right, thank you everybody for lining up for me. This was a much more crowded hallway than I remember it to be. Are you dead? You are dead. What about you? Yes. And you? Excellent. Good job. Keep up the good work. Is it just me, or does the mansion seem a little more crowded than it used to be? Like, I want to say that Jill only had to deal with 2 zombies in that particular space.
Whoa! What is it?
What? Oh! Oh no! Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
You must be from the Bravo team.
Yes, I'm Rebecca. Rebecca Chambers. I'm a newcomer. I just joined the Stars Bravo team last month. Well, I'm really sorry. Are you all right?
Yes. I'm Chris Redfield from the Alpha team. Are you the only person here from the Bravo team?
Well, because the helicopter made a forced landing, I just ran into this house anyway, but I
see. There's nothing else you could have done anyway. It's good you're here.
Yes, sir. But it's strange. I serviced the helicopter recently, but something went wrong with the engine. It was such a short flight.
So wait, is she a medic or an engineer? And she's 18. Quite the child prodigy. Is this a key? Does it have a sword on it? I hope it has a sword on it. It has a sword. Now I can go into the dog hallway. No ink ribbons. Can I
wonder if everybody is... I wonder if everybody is...
All right, we're gonna toss the small key, the sword key, in there. Then...
Well, what should I do now? If you go out to search for the other members, how about letting me come with you?
Will you take Rebecca with you? I don't even remember if, what does the game recommend? What does the online, the readings from the game facts recommend? Alright, it seems like there's... the advice wants me to take Rebecca with me, so let's do that.
All right, let's do it.
Yes, sir. I'll do my best. I have to prepare something. Would you like to go ahead?
And it doesn't necessarily affect what you do next anyway, so... So what we're going to do is we're going to go upstairs. Then, we're going to go downstairs. So that we will attract this zombie over here. But not the zombie behind the staircase, because that zombie behind the staircase is going to stay there. Hello! And you can stay there too. And that's locked with a carving of armor. You know, I should probably turn around and grab the blue jewel and the chemical. Hello. Don't mind me. Yeah, and Rebecca's gone anyway, so it's an odd situation where she's like, hey, you want me to help you? And then I'm like, yes. And then she's like, cool, peace. Alright, let's run past those guys. What was the shape of this hallway? Is there anybody in here? Yes, there is. Oh my. Just a small crowd of people. Though I might have to now shoot the zombie who's blocking this door. And of course, there is the crest. Which we don't actually have access to the... to the door that requires it yet. Hello. How are you? I'm going to walk around and come back. And can I do anything over here yet? No, I cannot. Okay, a carving of a sword. Alright, now that we have circled back to this side on the first floor, let's see if we can sneak over and deliver the chemical. Or whether we've just kind of blocked ourselves in. Also, I forgot to drop off the crest, which is problematic because that means I have fewer inventory slots to use, and there are a lot of green herbs in this section. No, I can't use the crest there, of course. An old pump. Water seems to be sent from here. The lid is open. You know, Chris is known for just pouring chemicals in random water vats. And this looks like another key. Will you take the mansion key? Yes. Yeah, a carving of armor. All right, I guess let's grab one of these green herbs. And let's see if we can sneak past this zombie. Nope, hello. Nope. Nope. I guess there goes the green herb. I'm fine. Though I'm sure after a few trips I won't be. But if I'm willing to sacrifice one combination of green and red herb, I can probably do this in one trip. So let us park the green herb, the key, the crest, the gun, the bullets, the knife. We're gonna do it. We're gonna grab all of the things, and we're gonna come back without saving our game or using a bullet, because I only have 19 bullets left. Oh, hold on. There we go. You just gotta find an opening with these zombies. All right. Let us pick up all of the herbs. We're gonna mix what we can mix. We will not mix what we don't have to. And then we will run back. Maybe we should just take the one hit. Because we could probably, if we take the one hit from the first zombie, we probably won't have to take another hit from the second zombie. Like if we just kind of rush in. You know, it's a good thing that when a zombie bites you, you don't turn into a zombie. Otherwise, Chris and Jill would be having some problems. Yeah. And how's my health now? Caution. Alright, I've still got a good mix, a couple mixed herbs at the ready. Alright, let's throw the herbs into the stash box. And I think this is where I'm going to call it for the night. For now, though, got any suggestions for someone to play next? Leave them down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe and have yourselves a good night.